Hello YouTube, it's Tia, and welcome to my channel. Mind you, welcome to the first video on this channel. So, if you're here from the future, hey, stalker. And if you're here December 2024, congratulations. I hope you stick around to witness the quality of my videos hopefully getting better than whatever this monstrosity is going to be. But anyway, today we are going to be talking about the Grand Prix Final, or literally Japanese nationals. The ladies, come on. So we're going to be talking about that today. I'm going to be covering the men's and the ladies, pretty much just sharing my opinions on the whole competition, the skaters, because I've never really sat down to talk about everyone. I have my favorites, I have the people I follow, but yeah, I want to talk about more figure skating, and my friends don't want to hear it, so that is what you guys are for. Anyway, without any further ado, we are going to get straight into the men's. Okay, so in no particular order, we have Mikhail Shadorov and Daniel Grassel. Now, these are two people that I don't really know, so all I really have to say is for Mikhail, the costume was not costuming. In my opinion, I don't think that was going for him.
Wait a minute!
You know what? Future Tia moment right now. Hi, this is a voiceover. Looking back on these photos, I'm realizing how bad my reception was when I watched the recording of this, because the costume's not that bad. I get it now. I get it. I'm a better person than I was a week ago. Maybe. Kind of. Anyway, back to the recording! He skated well. He was in third after the short program. So, maybe he has potential, but at this stage, he's not a name that stands out to me. And it's the same with Daniel Grassel. I know him, I know of him, I think from, the whole Atari thing. But he's not someone that I've followed or really, watched in the past. And I don't know, his jumps were, scaring me. Some of them, and I don't know, look, I don't know if he just had a bad day, but again, it's not someone I really know, not a name I've followed to have a good opinion about it, but I did want to briefly mention them, that I did watch them, but again, not my cup of tea. Then we have Kevin Amos. Now, Kevin Amos, I've only really come to know this year, and I feel like I've been very secluded in the world of figure skating. I've been so just starlight glasses on the Russian ladies that I've ignored the rest of the world. So since the ban, since the Olympics, I've branched out. I'm proud of myself for watching but learning about other skaters. And Kevin Amos is one of them, and I am so glad that I have discovered this man, because he cooked, he ate, he slayed. I don't even know, the sass that this man has, his power, I'm living for it. Even, okay, I know he can be unpredictable. I know hasn't got that level of stability yet, which terrifies me. And bro skating along, those claps, he's getting the audience pumped. He knows what he's doing. He knows that we're all on our knees for him. But yeah, I mean, I don't want to say as expected, but he falls on the first jump, and then I start worrying, and the second jump falls again, and that's so hard to mentally recover at that point. He hung on, he tried his best. The sass, the power, the positions, it was there until the end. But yeah, you kind of know in that moment that he's not gonna be one of our medalists, he's not gonna be on the top. But, I hope he has that moment. I really hope he does. I would love to see where he goes, because, yeah, he's someone who has really stood out to me. yes, that's Kevin Amos. Now we have my little Japanese babies. And look, I don't know if this is just like Yurizu Hanzu separation anxiety because I miss my man. But I love both of them. And just something about like delicate skating, like it's just great. Um, so I love both of their routines because they were softer. And like for Sean Sato, I feel like I don't. Again, it's not a name I really know. I think I heard of him back in juniors, maybe. Same with Yuma. Like I think I heard of them both when they were in junior or just being under Yurizu. But honestly, again, like my knowledge on them at this point in time, it's not great. But I can still appreciate that they both skated well. Um, oh, what was that, Paul? Just a little sit down. He's just a little guy who's a little bit tired. Um, this is probably so dehumanizing. I'm so sorry. But, the reason, well, the highlight I think of the men's is the obvious Ilya Malinin. Now, I feel like going into this competition, in a way, you kind of knew he was gonna win. Um, but yeah, like, come on. Ilya Malinin walks out. My first thought is we are having a repeat of Mikhail Shadarov with that costume. Like, come on, boys, get it together. Get a new designer. Hire these, like, Japanese costume artists, please. Yeah, like, yeah. Anyway, but regardless of his costume, the performance is improving. I can appreciate, like, he's really stepping up now. Like, in my heart, Ilya is. I don't care that he just turned 20. Like, he's still this, like, little teenager who's just out on the ice, having fun, messing around like a kid. But no, he did amazing. And, like, triple axles, popping them out like nothing. There could have been a transition step, essentially. But he just does it so effortlessly that it's insane. And, okay, one thing, and I'm going to add a clip of this, is that little, like, heel feature on the blade. And now I find that so cool because I actually do what's called artistic roller skating. So I do figure skating, but on wheels, not ice. And if you've ever seen any videos of high level artistic roller skating, there's a spin called a heel camel, which is essentially exactly that. Like, you're up on your heel wheels in a camel spin. And, you know, like, that's something you can't really do it on ice because, you know, you've got a blade, not wheels. But it's really cool. It's really cool to see ice skaters kind of like doing that. So to see Ilya doing it and also doing it really well, it's cool. Like, it's cool that they're doing that, if that makes sense. Moving into the long programs, I'm really only going to talk about Ilya because I watched the repeat of the men's long program this morning, and I think the most notable thing for me, costume upgrade. This is what I'm talking about, okay? This is what I wanted the whole time. Amazing, vampire coated, just everything. That costume is everything. I love it. I want it. Oh, there's like so many things I could talk about, which is the hardest part to keep this simple. But obviously, the quad axle. Amazing. Come on. Like, the fact that he's the only one who does this, and the fact we haven't seen it yet. Like, we haven't seen. You know, we had people getting close, people attempting quad axles, but, like, Ilya, he hasn't just landed it, he just lands it consistently, and I swear it gets cleaner every time. It's amazing. So of course I'm in awe of the quad axle. Amazing. But then it wasn't a perfect routine. I got a little bit scared. Like, he was going well, but he fell. I feel like I never see this man fall. Same as the combination jump, the Eula in the middle there. Insane. I don't know how he saved that and still did a triple after it. Again, bro is insane. But like not even just with the technical. Even his component side is improving so much. Especially the end of the routine. Watching it for the first time this morning because I couldn't find it for some reason. I had chills. I had chills by the end of that routine with the theatrics, the freaking backflip, the end pose, everything. It just came together with such passion, energy. I loved it. I really had a good time watching the men's, watching Ilya. So yeah, that was the men's. But now I'm going to talk about the ladies, which, come on, basically Japanese nationals, with our special guest, my Lord and Savior, Amber Glenn. You are soon going to learn that I absolutely adore Amber, and this is basically just Amber Fan Club. So, you know, if you're an Amber hater, you can leave now. Anyway, I want to talk about Rino Matsuki, but I feel like she's another person who I just don't really know enough about. Like, she's a beautiful skater. I loved her dress. Her hair's adorable. Like, she just seems like a really wholesome person. But in terms of skating, I'm gonna move on to Moncha Heba, who is just, again, a name that I don't really know, but I need to because her edges are just insane. Like, the edge control that this girl has is amazing, beautiful, and she's adorable. She's so cute. She's just like, I feel like a little baby ray of sunshine. She's growing. She's growing into the sun of light that she will be one day. So I'm glad to really get to know her. And then we have Hana Yoshida, and also Wakaba. I know the two names, like I know these girls, but like I don't know. I don't know too much about them. Again, like in my mind, they don't stand out to me, and I guess like that's probably because I haven't really engaged with, I guess, the media very much. I am still very much in my little Russian ladies land, other than a few of the bigger names who I've come to love outside of Russia. But yeah, I liked that Hana Yoshida, it was like a different vibe. I love the sort of eerie feeling. And I thought the dress was cool. Probably not my favorite dress, but I did like it. I liked the choreo. Yeah, but I think for today, I'm not going to really say too much else about these girls just because I feel like I need to watch more of them and get to know them a bit better, because at this stage, I just don't have that established understanding of them to talk about. So yeah, we'll move on. We'll move on. I'm going to talk about Kaori. And obviously, like, you know, she's 3-time world champion, Olympic bronze medalist. We know her name. We know who Kaori is. And, I love the red dress and the blonde hair. This is just, that's all the serotonin I need for the rest of this year. It's just, I've heard people who don't like the blonde and who don't like the red, and I'm against that. I am in love. I am in love. I am a bull and she is the red flag that I'm running towards. Come on. You know, at this point I thought she had it, but the fall and the wobbles, stressed. I am stressed. Worried. But you know, at the same time, I'm watching this thinking, maybe Amber has a chance. Maybe my little baby Amber Glenn has a chance to beat her. Because, you know, this is a competition. Still, like, the double axel, amazing, just dreamy, literally ascending into the heavens, like me when I watch her. And I need to add a clip of it. Now, this is another thing. The layback, well, in roller skating, we call this layback. Like, I don't know, the position where you're laid back. I'll put it on the screen. But that is so cool. Gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. And I feel like I don't see it in ice. Like, I sort of see similar things, but yeah, I want to see someone do a layback on ice. If that's already a thing, someone point me in the direction, please, because it's such a cool spin. So, like, that's considering short programs. I will talk about Amber's short program as well. I cannot forget about my baby Amber Glenn. But before I talk about the short program, I want to add a little, like, the little clip from when she comes out on the ice and she gets scared by the smoke. It's just adorable. I just love her. She's so real. But yeah, look, in terms of the skating, she had me stressed because I'm watching this competition. I wanted Amber to win. She's had an amazing season and she means so much to me. Watching Amber is just, I love her. I love her so much. I'm so inspired by her. So I wanted her to do well. And I'm watching, and, like the first wobble after the triple axel. And then we had the 2-foot landing after, I think it was like double flip or something. Yeah, I mean, like, Amber, she pulled through. The performance wasn't let down. Her face at the end actually broke my heart, though. Like, seeing a little defeated face. Probably thought that, like, she'd blown it. But no, she was in first place. She got in first place, and I was extremely relieved by that. And I know my, like, ordering of this video is really uncoordinated. I'm just jumping all over the place. Look, we'll learn we'll learn how to do this better, guys. I'm a YouTube baby. But now we are going to talk about the women's long program, and I'm only going to talk about the medalists. So I'll start with Cowrie because she was bronze, third place, and like, I feel like a different position for her being in third, especially without the Russian ladies and where she's been the reigning champion for so long. But as the little ball of sunshine she is, I'm so glad she was still smiling, still just the cutest, and I love a redemption arc. I love to see her succeed. And I love the routine. I love Chicago. I don't care if it's cheesy. I don't care if it's, like, immature. I loved it. It was great. She sold it. I'm happy. Third place. Yeah, okay. We're cool with that. And then we have Mon Chiba again in second. And, like, as I said before, I love her. She's adorable. And I'm excited for the potential that she has. I think the most memorable thing in her performance for me, other than her amazing skating skills and just beautiful edges and all of that amazing stuff, was that one jump where she somehow didn't fall. I don't know how she stayed on her feet. And her dress. I love her dress. Gorgeous. Just amazing, yeah. Anyway, we have number one. I'm gonna talk about her again because I love her. We have Amber Glenn. And this time I was probably even more stressed, especially because after the short, how she was saying how her back hurts, and I know she had a few wobbles, a few funky landings, so I was worried that she was injured, which is not good. But she was okay, and amazing triple axel. Ugh, I could just talk about Amber for this whole 20 minutes, because being 25 years old and having this peak at 25 is something that means so much to me as someone who started skating at 14 years old. And, seeing her rise to greatness, winning first place in multiple competitions, it's so inspiring. So yeah, I love her for that. And like all her jumps in were just great. Landed, oh, okay, not all of them. There were a few. The double sow stressed me out, and I mean scared. But in Sherbs we trust in willpower, and she pulled through. So I'll move on because I need to talk about the gala. Because am I a better person now that I have seen this performance? Yes, I am. Just the wink, the fact that she skated to Hot to Go, the aerial. I didn't even know she could do an aerial. Maybe I'm a fake fan, but that was cool. And the cantilever too. Iconic because, I'm a Sasha girl at heart. So seeing Amber do a cantilever was just reminiscent of my baby girl Sasha, who I miss dearly. But yeah. Anyway, that is my, I want to say Japanese nationals. That is my Grand Prix Final recap. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you if you did enjoy, hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, comment down below what you want me to cover next, as well as just any opinions you had about the Grand Prix, or if you guys had different opinions to anything I said. I'd love to put you on my hit list. I'm just kidding. Anyway, I don't know how to end a YouTube video, so I'm just gonna say thank you for watching. If you enjoyed it, like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.